Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the new project. So I want to open the new video series, so open new playlist, and I want to cover the complicated parts of JavaScript. So we're not gonna cover here is the basics of JavaScript, so you need to have some knowledge, basic knowledge of JavaScript. You need to know how to work the functions, so you need to know what is variables, objects, etc. Okay, so in this video we're gonna cover the prototypes, how to inherit with the prototypes, what is prototypes, and how use it. All right, so let's do it. I'm gonna use the Visual Studio Code as usual, and I create the folder, name it complicated parts of JavaScript, and I open my Google Chrome. I'm gonna use in Google Chrome the console so we can see what's going on. Okay, and let's create the first file. It's gonna be index.html. And I'm gonna create a boilerplate and shift and exclamation mark and tab, so it's create for me the boilerplate, the template, and let's name the document complicated parts of JavaScript. All right, so the second, let me save it for now. So second file is gonna be the JavaScript file. I'm gonna name it app.js. Here we're gonna type all our JavaScript code. All right, so let's connect. Don't forget to connect. So in the body, before closing tag the body, so I'm gonna connect script and source and app.js. All right, now we connect, and I'm gonna open the document with the live server and right click on a template, and I'm gonna use my plugin open with the live server. You can install it in here, so you can see I have one. Let me see, where is it? Live server, this guy. Okay, you can search for it and install it. All right, so right click, open with the live server, and I'm gonna, if for the Windows users, Control Shift I, so I open the console, and let me hide unnecessary messages. All right, so let's check if our app.js file connected to HTML. Console.log connected. Let's save. All right, we can see it's working. Okay, so let's create the object first, and I'm gonna explain everything step by step. All right, so we're gonna create object, and let's name it car1 equal. In the curly braces, we're gonna add the key model with the value Ford and year, it's 2020, and the color of our car, I wanna add gray. All right, let me save. Let's see. Here we can type car1. You can see the suggestion, so you can see the have all are the keys and values. So model, color, year, it's on the top level, but on the bottom level you can see proto, and a prototype is a global object. So in the prototypes we can see we can get the bunch of methods. We can get toString, has own property. So let's check. Let me let me type right here. So car1, I want to get the method 2 local string. It's okay. You can see it's show me object. All right, and also we can get let's get the model. Let's check if our object has own properties. So let's type has on, you can see the suggestion, has on property, and let's check if we have the model. It's true. All right, color true, year true. Let's see the speed of the car, speed false, we don't have. All right, so we can access through the prototypes to the methods. Okay, so all right, let me clear. For example, guys, let's create the method or function. We're gonna name it car description, and let's just return the string car description. All right, so let's try. Can we get it? Of course not, but let me show. So car description, it's undefined type error, and what let's say, so car description is not a function. So how we can get access to this method, to this function, through the prototype? All right, let's recreate our object, because we can create this way. So car1 equal new object, and inside let's add the keys and values. Let me copy, paste, and comment this and comment this. Let me save. Let's see if it's work. Car1, you can see it's working good. Let's open, and you can see the prototype of our object. This one is a global object. All right, as I demonstrated you before, so we can access all the properties, because the global object is a prototype of our object. So let's recreate right now this function, this method, so we can access to the prototypes. Okay, let's do it. Let's remove the function. I'm gonna say object, which is global, dot prototype dot car description, and we're gonna assign the function. All right, so let's save. Now let's type again the car1 model. Let's open our prototype, and you can see we have access to the prototypes to this method, to this function. So now we can type car1 dot car. You can see the suggestions. Okay, and we have the value. All right, we have access to the string. All right, okay, so let's create another object. Let's imagine we have the bunch of objects, and all objects need to access to this method, this function. So it's gonna be the 2. Let's be Toyota, doesn't matter, 21, and let's be color white. Let's save, and let's see car2 dot car description, and have access to car description. All right, so all our objects can get to the object prototype, to this method, to this function. Okay, so also we can use the constructor. Let's create the constructor. It's gonna be the function. Okay, we're gonna use the ES5 in this example, because we're not covered yet the classes, ES6 classes. Okay, and we're gonna do it on the future videos. Just for example, we're gonna use the ES5. All right, so let's name it vehicle, and we need to pass the arguments. So it's gonna be the model, it's gonna be the year, and it's gonna be the color. Okay, and let's create the constructor. This dot model equal model. So we not cover yet this, guys, but for now imagine this context as the vehicle, so it's reference to the vehicle. All right, that's why we use this model. We're gonna cover it in future videos. All right, probably with the next, we'll see. Okay, so this year and this color equal color. All right, so we create year. Okay, typo. Let's save and let's rename right here. It's gonna be not the global object, but we wanna use the vehicle class. Okay, let's save, and now you can see car1. Let's open our prototypes, and we don't have any more access, okay, because we need to rename our prototype, our parent object or class for these objects. All right, to do this we just add vehicle instead of global object, and we need just recreate with delete the keys, because we're not gonna use as object, but we're gonna use as the arguments for our constructor. Okay, so here's the model Toyota. Let's do uppercase Toyota. Let's save. Let's check, guys, if we can build with the constructor. So car2, and you can see it's a model Toyota year, everything worked perfect, and you can see parent class. Okay, it's a vehicle, our constructor, and right here we can access immediately to the car description. Okay, if we type car2 dot car description, and we can get access, but with the car1 you can see here is the error, color undefined, the model crazy. We need to rebuild, recreate, like, all right, and let's delete the color basis. Okay, save. All right, now it's working good. Okay, and also you can see the vehicle is a parent, our parent object, and we have access to the prototypes, car description. If we type car1 dot car description, and we can get also how we can use the constructor. Let's redo right here the message. So let's type this. I'm gonna use template literals. It's E6 feature. So this is $, curly braces, and here I can type my JavaScript, this that model, and I don't know, the color of this car is, and the curly braces, this that color, and the year this dot year. All right, and let's see. So car1 and car description, and you can see this is a Ford because it's car1, the Ford. The color gray, Ford has a gray color, and the year 2020. Let's check if car2 working. Car description, this is Toyota. Okay, everything work. So this is the idea, guys, how you can inherit with the prototypes the value. For example, let's inherit everything from the car2. We can do this. Let create a new object, and we can use object that create car2. Let's save. Not a constructor without new, guys. I apologize. Okay, and you can see if we add the new right here and save, it's a error, type error, because new we use for the constructors only. Okay, we want to build new constructor and we use just new. All right. Okay, let me save and let's check the value of car3. Car3. Okay, it's empty. Of course, we not pass any values to the car3, but let's open, and you see the constructor is vehicle, and on the bottom, on the top level, we don't have nothing, no model, no nothing, because we not pass it. But let's open prototypes, and you can see we inherit with the prototypes the color, model, and Toyota of this object. And also we can, of course, add the values to the car3. We can add the model, and we can add the Mazda. It's gonna be the Mazda model. We can add year. It's gonna be 2022, and color red. For example, let's save, and if we type car3, you can see we have the our own values. Okay. All right, and we can't access to the constructor, to vehicle constructor, and we can't access to the car description. So, and to get access, we need delete this one. Let me recreate. Okay, I'm gonna delete these keys. It's gonna be not the object, but it's gonna be new vehicle, and let me grab all the values and put it here. Let's save, and car3, and you can see the parent component or parent class, it's a vehicle, so we can access to the car description right now. Yes, so this is Mazda. Color of this car is red, and the year 2022. Okay, so let's, guys, create one more example. I want to show you with one more example so you can get more clearly. All right, let's create the user authentication. Let's fake, so I can show you how we can get the login, logout with the prototypes. All right, so it's just like exercise. All right, that's gonna be the good practice. All right, and so let's create the constructor with the function. It's gonna be the class. Okay, so name it user, and let's pass the arguments. We need the name of the user, we need the email, and the password. Okay, and we're gonna use this dot name and name, or this dot email equal email, and the last one is gonna be the password equal password. Okay, so we created our constructor. Now let's create two objects with the two users. Okay, so let's create first user name 1. Actually, we can use const user1. Let's create a new user. The name gonna be, let's add Joseph, and email, let's do it in quotes, Joe, gmail.com, and password, let's do QEERTY and 1. Okay. Let me copy and create one more user. It's user gonna be 2. The name, let's add Sophia. Email Sophia, and the password 2. Okay, let's save. Let's check the users. Username 1, Joseph. Username 2, Sophia. Okay. And in the prototypes, we have the constructor username. So let's create 2 methods. One of them gonna be login and logout, and we can change the status online of our user. Let's create one more. All of these online status. I'm gonna add by default the false. Okay, by default our user gonna be online status false. You can see, let's check. Yes, so online status false. For the user 2, the same story. Okay, false. Now let's create the 2 methods. Let's create right here. So I'm gonna use the prototypes, user dot prototype dot let's name it login, and function it's gonna be let's create the message, the variable message. And the message, we're gonna use template literals, and we're gonna greet our user. Okay, so welcome, and $, and curly braces, this that name. So we're gonna use the constructor. Okay, so we are glad to see you online. Okay, all right, and let's return, and let's use we're gonna say the okay, welcome, so glad you see online. Okay, let's add this message first. So message, you can see we're not using this because we use inside, we declare this variable inside our function, so we don't need to use this. Okay, because it's already know it's this message. Okay, and all right, and right here, so login status is let's add in the curly braces this that online status, and we have the false by default. We need the true, and we're gonna hit exclamation mark, so it's not this dot online status, which means it's true. And let's wrap with brackets. Okay, and let's save. Should be work. So let's change. First of all, let's see if we get access. Okay, so user name 1. Let's see in the prototypes. In the prototypes, yeah, we have access to the login method. Okay, function. So, and let's check. So username and login. Okay, so welcome Joseph, welcome name. Okay, we use the constructor. Welcome Joseph, so we're glad to see you online. Login status is true. Okay, we change the status, and same thing with the user 2. So what right now it's a Sophia name. So Sophia, yeah, and len status true. And let's create logout. So let's create one more method, user prototype and logout. Now function. And let me copy the message, and let's do sorry to see you leave, and I don't know, so hope to see you soon, whatever, doesn't matter. Okay, and return gonna be, let's copy actually right here, and the status is false. So saying the status is gonna be the false. So let's save. Let's check user. Now we get access. So to the prototype we get access to two methods. So username 1, so logout, and let's see, sorry to see you leave, name the Joseph, so I hope to see you soon. Login status is false. Okay, and with second user with Sophia, logout and working good too. All right, so I think that's all what you need about the prototypes. Okay, for the beginning, I think that's the whole idea of the prototype. So you can inherit, you can build a constructor, user the class. Okay, we're using right now it's ES5. So in the future, I will show you how the classes work, and then we're gonna use the class ES6 classes. We're gonna pass the prototypes. We're gonna inherit, and we're gonna play with the objects. It's gonna be interesting. Okay, so if you like this video, share this video. If you're new to this channel, so please subscribe and click the bell button to not miss any new videos, any projects. So thank you for watching, guys, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.